What's going on, guys? Welcome back into the channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a short tips and tricks video here on Horizon Forbidden West. And I know there's probably been dozens of videos made out there, hundreds of videos made on this game already, but as I'm playing through it, I do want to leave a couple of helpful tips for you guys. If you guys do decide to pick up the game, or maybe you are potentially struggling with the same issues that I am at certain points in the game, in today's video, we're going to specifically talk about face paint and clothing dye and how to utilize those things. Now, whenever you first start off in this game, you're going to come to a settlement called Chain Scrape. Later on, you're going to find a settlement called Barren Light, and this is going to be a decent little chunk of the game for you guys. This is going to be working out the basic skills and everything that you need to know for the game, and the thing that they don't tell you within the game, that they don't make obvious to you, is that a lot of features within this game are actually going to be unlocked much further on into the game. And you're going to have access to certain locations where you can use these features, such as underwater locations and things like that. And it is very similar to the face paint and clothing dye portions of the game that are not going to be unlocked until significantly further into the game. And I was wondering, where can I use these things? I was looking around in the menu, couldn't find it, anything like that. Let's go ahead and show you guys exactly where you can utilize these things in this video. So you actually have to progress pretty far into the game before you're going to get access to the face painter or the dyer for outfit dyes and things of that nature. Where you're actually going to first access outfit dyes is going to be down here in Plainsong, and this is going to be the first major Tenakth territory or settlement that you guys are going to unlock. And this is beyond that entire first area. So once you finally meet the Tenakth and you start bridging out into this area and you accomplish a few missions, you'll eventually come to this settlement and you'll inevitably have access to the dyer in this settlement. Let's go ahead and fast travel there real quick so I can show you guys exactly what it looks like. So once you get to Plainsong here, you're just going to go ahead up to the left side, and you guys can see it up at the top of the screen where it is located at. You're going to have to travel and traverse up these stairs in order to get to where the Stitcher is and the dyer is. And you're going to come to this older lady that is available underneath this section right here. You'll be able to speak to her, and that will allow you to dye your clothing. So you hit trade with this person. You can click on whatever clothing you have available to you. You can simply select it, and then you can select whatever other color pattern is available to you. And what it's going to show you is on the right side there, it shows you the cost. It's going to tell you one of each plant that you're going to need and the metal shards cost for this. The reason that I say that it's odd that this unlocks so late, real quick, is because whenever you actually go to the map, in this entire area, you're going to be unlocking plants and collecting plants and stuff that are going to give you dyes and give you things that it says can be used for face paint. Aloy is actually going to have lines that say, hey, I'm going to hang on to this. I wonder how I can use this. I can use this for a face paint or a clothing dye or something like that. And you never actually gain access to that until you get to Plainsong. But again, we still have not talked about the face paint either. This is just for your clothing dye. Let's go ahead and show you guys where you have to go in order to get face paint. So right here, you can actually see that we have face paint, a little bit of face paint applied to our character. In order to unlock this, you're going to go to the map, and I'm going to zoom out for you guys, and you're going to have to go all the way over to the second section within the game, and you're going to need to eventually unlock Scalding Spear. This is even significantly more further into the game, and, there may be places that I have not unlocked in between here that allow you to use face paint or clothing dyes and things like that, but to my knowledge, I've unlocked most of this stuff in these first two areas, and they're not accessible there except for dyeing in Plainsong. And then again, we go to the face paint here at Scalding Spear, which is going to be for the second Tenakth tribe that you guys unlock or uncover, and here you're going to have a painter for face paints, and right next to them is a dyer for outfit dyes. So I'm going to go ahead and teleport us over there so you guys can see what that's going to look like. So once we have accessed Scalding Spear here, you're going to see that over there about 60 meters away is the painter and the dyer. They're actually up top right there on that overhang. So you have to run up in that direction. You can actually get up there in a couple of different ways. We're just going to take the easy direct route here where we go to the left side and come up around. And then we're just going to come inside here and make a right turn. You can see that the dyer here is actually underneath me, so you don't have to come up at all. But the face painter, who I'm trying to show you guys, is actually up top here. You're going to trade with that character, and then again, it's going to show you a cost on the right side. So far, all that I have access to is going to cost me metal shards. This isn't actually costing you any resources or anything like that, and these are all very, very cheap. Now you guys can see that I feel like I don't have a whole lot unlocked, at least not a whole lot of, like, you know, interesting looking options that I could utilize for the character. So keep that in mind, that you're really not going to have that much you know, access to you earlier on in the game. And you guys can see in the top right, I'm a level 29, so you guys can gauge that based on your playthrough, where you're at and how much you've accomplished. Now you get them by doing various different storylines and things like that. Like, you gain access to them by doing different things. You know, for completing the storylines for a couple of the different Tenakth tribes, I've unlocked these ones. So, you know, you have to progress pretty far into the game to gain access to these, which is unfortunate. You know, it's unfortunate that you can't utilize the dyeing system and the you know, face painting system much earlier into the game. You know, you see basically everybody you talk to within the game has face paint, you know, even up to the early parts of the game. So it's a little bit weird that you actually don't really have access to be able to do that yourself. So just, you know, a minor complaint there, but nonetheless, hopefully this information was useful to you guys. And as always, if it was useful to you, please, please, please leave a like on the video before you click off. Subscribe to the channel. Consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already, and leave a comment down below. I'll see you guys, as always, in the next video, and I hope you guys have a good one.